Now, your Storm Track weather with meteorologist Eli Millard.
Light winds and our temperatures close to our dew points causing some fog to develop in some areas. A foggy and dreary start for many places across northeast Kansas this morning. Seeing that fog really at our Lawrence cams, and our southern and southeastern counties will have that denser fog, a dense fog advisory in effect in those areas till 9 a.m. Some places not quite as foggy, but still a little bit dreary on our west Topeka cam. And current temperatures right now, we're sitting in the 50s. We're sitting at 58 degrees to be exact. Dew points at 57 degrees. Those two numbers are close together. Winds are light. The perfect recipe to see some fog develop. And we're already seeing that about just over a mile and a half of visibility at Lawrence, a mile and a half at Emporia, 3 miles in Burlington and Topeka. Everywhere else, the farther north and west you go, the less fog you're going to see. Most of that fog staying down in this area throughout this morning. Now, this fog that we'll see won't hinder our severe weather chance that we'll see throughout today. Watching widespread severe weather possible in northeast Kansas this afternoon and this evening. Temperatures right now in the middle to upper 50s, 56 at Burlington, 54 at Marysville, 56 at Clay Center. And winds right now out of the southeast about 5 and then about 15 miles per hour, especially the farther west that you go. Now, throughout today, we'll warm up. We'll have warm and moist air crank into northeast Kansas. Temperatures climbing to the middle to upper 70s. And then also a south wind. Now, non-thunderstorm winds will still be gusty today out of almost the south, southeast, 15 to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Could see gusts around 30 miles per hour. That'll really crank in that moisture and serve as fuel for thunderstorms later this afternoon, this evening. Cloud cover across northeast Kansas. We'll see cloud cover throughout this morning and the early afternoon. That won't really hinder our chance for severe weather, though, as the storm system that approaches is really potent. Here it is. Look at this dip in the blue lines. Now, a negatively tilted upper level low pressure system. As you see, it's facing just off towards the north and west. This is our low pressure system. On the eastern side of that, that is all the upper level support that we'll see for those storms to initialize. A lot of fast moving air on the eastern side of this. When that fast moving air is above, you got to bring air from the surface to fill it. Rising motion causes thunderstorms to develop. And that's what we'll see along a draw line this afternoon, this evening. An enhanced risk for severe weather across northeast Kansas. All modes of severe weather are possible. Large hail, damaging wind, and tornadoes. That large hail could be up to baseball-sized hail, 70 to 80 mile per hour winds, and the tornadoes that we could see could be stronger tornadoes, as that's really the risk that we're watching for. That highest risk looks to be into Oklahoma into south central Kansas. We'll have to see with the Storm Prediction Center's new update how far north and east that goes. Right now, just an enhanced risk for all of northeast Kansas. Go ahead and time this out for you. Future Track starts today at 1 o'clock. That line of storms develops, and what models have been pretty consistent about is that a line of storms develops along that dry line. Here it is, and if they do develop along a line and they're close together, that'll make it harder for tornadoes to develop. It won't rule them out, but tornadoes don't like it when the storms are clustered together. They like to be more isolated. Some models are trying to pick up on some isolated storms out ahead of that line of storms. Those are the storms that we're really going to have to watch for that tornadic potential. But the line moves through to the Cloud and Republic counties by 5 to 6 to 7 o'clock, through Manhattan by 8 o'clock, and then the Topeka area by 8:30, 9 to 10 o'clock before it's out of the area. Again, all modes of severe weather are possible. Have your severe weather plan today throughout the afternoon and evening hours. After that, we start to quiet down, a much quieter pattern. Finally done with this active pattern that we've seen. 79 for your high on Tuesday, a mostly sunny sky. 76 for Wednesday, and any rain chances that we see on the 7-day, pretty few and far between. 20% on Thursday and Saturday, starting to warm back up. Temperatures near 80 next Sunday.